Hi, this is my review on Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I give this a 10 out of 10. It's perfect and it's awesome and it's unright. It has, I just can really enjoy the story of the movie. And the pacing of the movie. And I like the very, I like how just like everything about this movie, pretty much. Although I don't know why, the reimagined, I don't understand why bring Jimmy Olsen into this universe. Anyway, Jimmy Olsen is in this movie only to get killed off point blank in the head shortly on. Honestly, I don't know why they brought him in the first place if they were just going to kill him off. It seemed kind of pointless to me. Because that is a popular Superman character that people do know from the comics, and it is a fairly popular one. As popular as Lois Lane. The reason why I say that, because I haven't really read Superman comics that much. I haven't gotten really into Superman comics like I got into Spider-Man. I just know how popular Jimmy Olsen is, the character is outside of comics. He's I think he's like pretty well known, like Barry White and Lois Lane. It is kind of strange that Zack brought him in, wanting to just kill that character off in his first introduction. I thought that was a little strange. It seemed kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan thing to do. It was one of those things that didn't seem to make sense, things out of nowhere. It seems kind of idiotic to do. Look, I can tell Zack's not a Jimmy Olsen fan, and he probably finds the Jimmy Olsen character annoying, right? That's my guess. But I don't know for sure. Just based on seeing this movie, that's what he thinks of Jimmy Olsen. He probably finds the character annoying and just doesn't really like the character that much. So it'll be kind of fun to kill him off, which I'm sure was fun for him. But for us audience, this is why? Is this confusing? You killed off a popular character for no reason, and I honestly think if Jimmy Olsen was deleted from the movie entirely, it wouldn't damage the film at all. It might actually, dare I say, improve his movie if he deleted the character of Jimmy Olsen entirely from the film. I like Ben Affleck as Batman, his Bruce Wayne. At first I had a problem with, I originally had a problem with this, the movie focusing more on Batman than Superman. But then I rewatched the movie again. It doesn't focus overly. It doesn't focus on. It doesn't not focus on Superman. I think it's so focused on Batman and Superman failing enough in the movie. for both characters. I thought both characters focused both on fairly enough. In both cuts of the movie, both cuts of the movie are pretty good. The ultimate cut and the theatrical theater cut. And the director's cut, which is also known as the ultimate cut. The ultimate edition. This is... I like both versions, cuts of the films. I give them both a 10 out of 10. Oh, and also the IMAX ultimate version, I give a 10 out of 10, and that's the one I watched the most recent ago. Where you see more of where some shots show more of the top and bottom with the picture. And the colors look more, the colors, for some reason, they look more, they look more, well, what's the word, correct? They don't look at, they look like they look more like the blend together than the in the IMAX version cut of film, where you can see more of the pictures in some shots. There's more picture in some shots. For certain shots, the shot the movie was the IMAX camera, so some shots shows more pictures. Certain cinematic shots, like the fight with Superman and the nightmare scene with Batman, and the opening scene with Batman. Those are shot in the full screen IMAX camera. Luckily, I know how to, with my TV settings, I know how to basically change my aspect ratio on my television. Correct, so I can see the whole top and bottom and the different I basically I figure out how the you know how the YouTubers complain about Zack Snyder's movies, like his Justice League movies, like not looking quite right when you watch on television? That's probably because they don't play with the aspect ratio setting that changes the aspect ratio on the television size. Because if you look at, you go to the if you you use your remote and, play with the settings like I do, and change the settings under the aspect ratio settings with your TV remote, and for my TV it was on wide zoom, and from my other I find that it's usually on wide zoom or zoom. Usually, before I have to change it off of that and onto normal or neutral. It can be under and I just anyway, so the reason why I brought this up is because this is why I can enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League and his ultimate cut of Batman v Superman, the IMAX version. I can enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League and how he shot it. And then I can because I actually went to the common sense to change the TV settings from the aspect ratio was already set to that the TV store gave that I got it from was my dad. My TV. I do this with any TV when we get a new TV for me, and I changed the aspect ratio TV setting on the screen of the TV that it was already set to, that the store set it to, and I changed it to more of a I change it to neutral. Sometimes it says normal or neutral, but I think those words mean the same thing. And it's where the TV shows more of a square up, like the TV showed, depending on what movie I had in, the TV showed more of a. It showed more of a. It showed a full screen, depending on if I had a full screen movie in. It would show, once I set it the TV settings and mess with the aspect ratio, I was able to get full screen and see full screen pictures for stuff that was shot in full screen. For something that was shot in widescreen, I was able to see that in full picture as well. The widescreen, in the widescreen, even look better as well. Once I changed the aspect ratio on my television set, and I watched Batman v Superman, the IMAX version, on TV. With my TV. So I was able to notice the little visual changes when the screen of the picture would change size from widescreen to full screen. But then sometimes all change would change back to widescreen again after a full screen scene played out. That's why I give Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice a 10 out of 10. And you know what? Fuck it. I like the fact that this movie had the balls to kill Superman off. And I gotta admit, I kind of cried at the end when they killed Superman off every time. The ending gets me each time, when they killed Superman off, the Henry Cavill Superman to take on Superman off. I thought that was pretty ballsy, and I thought it was pretty cool how they brought him back for the Snyder version of Zack Snyder's Justice League. And Zack Snyder's version. I didn't care how Whedon brought him back. I don't really care. It was fun and all, but it just didn't feel the same Superman to me when Whedon directed Cavill's Superman. Felt like he was trying to do something too similar to Christopher Reeve Superman when Whedon directs Cavill, but almost like a parody of but because of that, it feels like a parody of Superman. When someone's ever trying to do a Christopher Reeve's imitation of especially with the CGI mustache. I mean, the CGI lip that covers his mustache. And the Whedon cut when he was directed by Whedon in 2017's Justice League movie. Even though Whedon doesn't take credit for it in the opening, even though the opening scene credits Zack in the 2017 cut of the movie Justice League, when it should have give Whedon the credit. Because it is Whedon's movie and his doing of the movie of the 2017 Justice League movie. Personally, I like that movie, but it's kind of like dumb fun. It's a different kind of movie I like. I like that movie for different reasons. I like Batman v Superman. Dawn of Justice. So I give Batman v Superman a Dawn of Justice a 10 out of 10. And I also really, I actually really, enjoy all these characters. I will say Wonder Woman was the, weakest character in the movie because she felt like the most undeveloped under all the characters, and there were a lot of characters in these movies, okay? Lots of characters this movie had to juggle around. So I was kind of worried that when Zack Snyder was going to do Justice League, I was worried is he going to blow it, or is he going to feel like is he going to manage to pull something off like this? Because the thought of him doing Justice League movie, I don't know. I wasn't entirely sure about it. It was something I was hyped for when I saw the trailer. But it was also something I was kind of concerned for when I saw the trailer, because okay, is he going to manage to pull this off and make it feel like make me care about all of these characters in the 1 4-hour runtime? And surprise, surprise, he did. Even, well, I gotta admit, I liked Wonder Woman and Batman v Superman and all,